All right, all right, all right. Testing, testing, testing. Let's see if everything's working. I never ever know if anything's ever working properly, but we'll see what happens. I'm waiting for the stream to catch up to the video, so okay. Cool. Coming through loud and clear. Excellent, excellent. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Misfit Corner Comics. This is the artist known as Andrew speaking. It's Wednesday night, and I am live streaming. Yes, I know it's Wednesday was supposed to be the draw stream on the Draw channel, and then Friday was the live stream for the Comics channel, and then Saturday, of course, was the Scam channel for anybody interested in that. And then we kind of got things mixed up a little bit. Todd, who does Clever Era, and we live stream with him for the lore games on Thursday nights, asked me about doing the comic stream on his channel. And I said, sure, why not? And we've actually done it like 3 times. And I told him, well, send me a copy of the video and I'll post it on my channel so I can keep it going. And yeah, he sent me the videos and I've yet to post them. Just goes to show you how lazy I am sometimes, or how busy I am with so many other stuff. But needless to say, I'm planning on live streaming on this channel on Wednesdays, whether we're talking comics or drawing. It'll be here. This will probably be a short stream tonight, mainly because I got a box of some comics I had sent off to CGC. I got them back, and I wanted to do an opening. Just open up the box and see what we get. I don't have high hopes for the books that I sent off. They weren't key issues or anything. They were part of a collection that I purchased they were older books, and I thought they were pretty. So I said, let me go ahead and send them off and be graded. And then I bought the collection of Silver Age books that I bought recently. And there's a whole crap load of stuff in there that I want to get graded just simply because they're older books and they look pretty. There wasn't any real key issues in that collection, just like these books that I sent off to be graded weren't key issues at all, really. They were just older books, and I thought, what the heck? Let's get them graded. So I got the box back. It's sitting right here, and I'm going to go ahead and open that up in this evening and share with you what I found, what I got. Like I said, I don't have any high hopes on the condition with the grades, what they're going to. I'm not expecting 9s. Hell, I don't know if I'm even expecting 6s, but we'll see. We'll see when they come back. I invited Avery, see if he's able to join. I know Todd is busy doing his stream over on his channel, stepping on my toes, of course, on my Wednesday night, but that's all right. I haven't been doing a Wednesday night show for a while. But all right. Well, I'm going to give Avery just a few more minutes, and if he's able to join, great. If not, we'll go ahead and open this box up and see what we got. All right, excellent. Actually, I do need to. So I was joking with Avery, not joking, but telling him the story about how my wife had been out of town, not last weekend, but the weekend before, and I actually got several scam videos done ahead of time and scheduled, almost to the point where I had like an entire week covered. And my thought was, if I could keep it up, I could stay ahead. And yep, fell behind completely. And now I'm back to doing at least one video every night because I suck about getting ahead. I know, sad. But let's see. We'll give Avery another minute, see if he's able to join. I didn't send him any notification or anything. I just sent him an invite. He may not even be looking for it. So I don't know if there's anybody actually out there watching right now, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. I'm going to do this anyway. I do want to get back into drawing on the Wednesday night stream, and it's just not going to happen. Oh, sorry. It's not going to happen tonight, but that's okay. But maybe next Wednesday we'll spend some time and maybe do a little bit of drawing. There's a lot of stuff I need to work on, a lot of stuff I want to work on. It's all a matter of, getting off my ass and actually doing it. That's the hard part about life, getting off your ass and doing it. But I do need to make a video for the scam channel tonight, so I may wrap this stream up early if he doesn't show. But he's not here. Well, now I'm debating on whether or not I want to save this box for Friday night and share it with him then. No, I don't want to do that. If nobody's watching, then again, that's not really a comic. We call it a comic talk where we're just talking about comics, but the people that join aren't necessarily interested in comics, so they probably wouldn't find this interesting at all. I'll still share it with them, but I'm gonna open the box on my channel. All right. So here is the box from CGC. Let's see here. Any discriminating information on here? No, not really. All right. Let's see. I was going to switch cameras, but we'll just leave it with this camera. Now, this is actually the first box I've gotten from CGC in a long time. The last couple of books that I had graded, my buddy John did, and they came to him, and then he brought them to me. So I didn't actually get the package in the mail. So this is the first one where I've gotten them in the mail. All right. Perfect. Now, I did not look to see what the results of the grading was prior to this. I got the notification that they were finished and that they were being mailed, and I was like, excellent. I will wait to be surprised. So let's see. Oh, all right. I already spoiled one for myself. It was right on the top. But let's see here. All right, everything's good. All right. Okay, so the first one I got, you know what? Let me put this back where... Oh, Avery is here. Let me bring him in. What's up, man?
Oh, not much. Oh, you decided to stream today.
Yeah. Well, my CGC box came in the mail, where I had sent off a couple of comics, some older comics to be graded, and they came back in. I thought, what the heck? I'll do a live stream and open up the box. So I'm glad you're here. I thought about holding it off till Friday and do it on Todd's stream, but
you can show it on there too.
I could show them, but yeah. But the 4 books that I sent off, there was nothing amazing about them. They were just part of a collection. This is the part of a collection that I got prior to that box of Silver Age collection. So these were well before that. Nothing spectacular. They weren't like key issues or anything. They just looked like nice old books, and they were old. So I figured, what the hell, I'll get them graded. So here's the first one. This is DC Comics All-American Men of War, number 83. It's a 10-cent issue. So it's a Silver Age issue. It's a nice cover. I'm pretty sure that's a Kubert cover. We'll double check, but yeah, well, actually, it should say on the cover. Let's see. Second appearance of Johnny Cloud. Ooh, okay. Let's see. Jack Abel and Jerry Grandernetti art. Iva Novik cover art. All right, whatever. But it's from February of 1961. So it's older than both of us combined. No, I'm just kidding. It came in at a 3.0 with off-white pages. So that's not too damn bad. You know, for a book that's 40, 50, 60, 61 years old. It's a pretty book.
And was probably read.
Oh yes. All these were well read. Yeah. They were part of a collection. The guy that I bought them from was a friend of my brother-in-law's, and all the books were ones that he and his brothers and sisters had shared, because there was a variety of stuff in there. There was boy comics and girl comics and just a variety of different things.
Comics?
Well, like not Betty Page, but what was the one from Archie with... oh, well, never mind. But it had some, kid comics, girl comics in there. And it was literally, he was like, this is a box that's been sitting in my attic doing nothing. So let's do something with it. So, but yeah, that's actually really awesome. I love it. Oh, and just to read what it says on the cover, the one guy is looking back and says, "Fighter on our tail, Johnny, and I can't lend a hand to help."
I can't
And then
lend a herd to her.
and the guy in the front says, "My hands are okay, Tex, but I can't see. I'm blind. You'll have to be my eyes." So very dramatic cover, very cool.
Wow.
So yeah, yeah. All right, move this box out of the way, and let's check out the next one on the list. The next one in the stack. Now, to be honest with you, if that was a 3.5, I'm not expecting any of these to be any better than that. So, because they all came from the same collection, they were all kept the same way. So, if they only come back as 3.5s, I wouldn't be surprised. All right. Next one is this is DC Comics Superboy number 87. It's a great looking cover. It's got Superboy as a. How do I do this without all the light? Oh, that's my computer screen that's doing that.
Yes.
All right. So
3.5 of a
a
Superboy.
3.5. Yep.
Why does Superboy
From
look like a toddler?
I don't know. In this one, he was a toddler, I guess. But he's going up against a dinosaur that has a screen for a forehead that shows the future.
Yeah, it looks like super pre-K.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wait, is that a super dog that's not crypto?
It says introducing Collie, Crypto's super sweetheart.
Oh my god.
And she's pink. So yeah. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. It says first appearance of Collie, Crypto's appearance. So that's kind of cool. It's got a crypto appearance in it. But once again, this is March of 1961. It's a 60-year-old comic. But I tell you what, one of the things I like a lot about getting graded or getting books graded is they look beautiful in this hard plastic case, even if the comic is beaten up or, they inside these cases, they just look so nice.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very happy with this. I'm very happy. I have no idea if what the value is going to come back at. What the reason why I chose these books to send off is because at a 9.4, they were all either $100 or more, which means at a 3.5, they're probably
It may not even have been worth grading them.
It may not have been worth grading, yeah, or just break even grading wise. So, but it didn't matter. I wanted to send them off and see what happened, and you never know. All right, the next one is Detective Comics number 288, also from 1961. This one actually came back a 4.0.
Oh,
which is nice. But for some reason, Batman and Robin are going up against a giant crab monster, and they're in they're riding in a crane. Great Scott, Robin! It's changing into another kind of creature, and it's smashing the derrick. What the hell's a derrick? I guess maybe that's what the crane thing's called. But still a 4.0. That's actually kind of nice. One of the things I really wanted to do with these books is have old books graded in the store, just to show them off. I mean, whether or not they're worth a whole bunch of money, which they're probably not, doesn't matter. People come into the store and you get to see something they don't get to see often, an old book and being graded. It's kind of an experience, So, was it worth the effort? I don't know. I don't really care. I think the idea of having them is cool. All right, last one. Let's see. All right, this one was a little silly, but the price of this one, I think the 9.4 price for this was like $200 or $300, but that's why I put in the stack to get graded. But this is Sugar and Spike number 33 from DC Comics. Also came in at a 3.5, but it's very cute. It's a Valentine's Day special. But dear, I didn't get you a
it should be
Valentine.
hated.
I can't imagine where it. Oh no! And you got the kids outside playing with a giant Valentine in the snow.
Terrible.
I know. So very cool. Well, here's one of the things. One of the things about all these, the grades. Actually, wait a minute. The 4.0. What did that come back? Off-white pages. There's absolutely nothing that can be done about off-white pages. You cannot change the color of the pages. You can't improve on that at all. With the cover, if there's small blemishes, having it oh, what's the term? Oh, pressed.
Pressed?
Having it pressed can fix small blemishes,
Uh-huh.
but it's not going to change the color of the paper. It's not
Yeah.
going to do anything like that. But the fact these are awesome. Very nice, very nice. Now the question is, do I really want to look and see what the current guide is at those price, what they're valued at?
Sure.
Oh no, I don't. Okay. All right. So
Of course you do.
yeah, I do.
You
Was it
have
worth
to.
grading? I don't know.
Some of them probably not.
Probably. Well, these weren't that detective. That one's awesome. I don't know if a 4.0 of it is worth it, but how often do you see a book from 1961? Ever at all? So, all right, hold on a second.
Used to see, hey, what's up, Rick? Used to see them used to see books like that all the time.
Yeah. Not around here.
Yeah, dude, Xenos always had. Well, the grading thing wasn't around back then, but Xenos a lot of times had older books, lots of them.
Yeah. All right. Am I going to be depressed?
I would go through their Uncanny X-Men, and they'd have like issue 40 and 20 something, and
All right. Let me do.
that was before it was called Uncanny X-Men, but they had those issues.
Yep. All right. So my great white whale hope issue is the detective, and a Detective Comics number 288 is a 9.4 in near mint with ungraded would be about a $200 book. A 4.0 is about an $18 book. So not worth getting graded, but I still think it's pretty and I like it, and I'm going to keep it and put it in the store. So, all right. The Sugar and Spike, I think that was the one that when I originally looked, it was 300. So now the question is, why the hell did you waste the money getting them graded if they're not going to be worth it? I mean, I don't know, because I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, this is the one that was $300. A near mint copy with ungraded be $300. A 3.5 is a $24 book. Okay, so technically, grading wise, kind of came out even, but still, I like it. It's pretty. I'm gonna put it in the store and show it off, and I almost guarantee you that's what the other two are gonna come back at. Superboy number 87.
They're all 3.5s and one 4 point.
Right? Yeah. The detective was a 4.0. The other ones were 3.5s. Yeah, what do I know about grading?
Super pre-K.
Yeah, this one was near mint was $140. A 3.5. Oh, geez. Is $11.20.
You lost money getting that graded.
I lost money getting all of them graded. The Silver Age grading is $35 a piece. So that's all right.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh,
so even
tax
on the
write-off. Actually, you probably could.
Well, honestly, you know what it is? They become very pretty store decorations.
Mm-hmm.
If they never ever, if I put $35 on them or whatever, and they never sell, that's fine. They'll sit in the store, and I'll be happy with them. at War. Number 83. Oh, this one didn't come up. All American. See if we can find it that way. Yep, here it is. All American. Yeah, this one was ungraded near mint. It's $180. So a 3.5, $14.40. So in other words, bottom line, wasn't worth getting graded, but still gave it a shot.
I think
Honestly,
if you put those for sale in your store, you can write that expense off.
well, the sad part is that I told the guy who I bought them from that with the ones that had value to them, we would grade them, and depending on the value, I would minus the cost of grading, would split whatever the difference was with him. So instead of buying them from him for a couple of bucks, he could actually make more money that way. But since the conditions came back lower than what the grading cost would have been, I'm the one that ends up taking the heat, takes the dive on them. But that's okay. I like the idea of having graded stuff at the store. I could show them off. But here's the bad part: anybody can Google or can use one of these sites to see, okay, that all American Men of War at that grade is only worth X amount, so they're not going to pay more than that.
No,
which means it's all right.
No, the expense of grading them, you can write that off on your taxes.
Oh, trust me, it's an expense. Oh, trust me, for this year. I'm well. I was talking to the wife about the numbers where initially monthly sales are okay. I make rent, no problem. There's extra money every month for other things, but overall sales have gone down dramatically compared to last year. And I think everybody's experiencing that. Everybody who has a business is experiencing that. I think what's the old joke? The only recession-proof business is mortuaries.
Sure, because everybody dies.
Yeah, everybody dies.
They may pay it depending on how much they want it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, but then again, I think they're pretty. Stick them in the store and hey, check it out. It's a graded comic. Yeah, what's it worth? Nothing. But I want $100,000 for each one, just because you don't have one. So, oh well. But I'll be sending off. I'm actually having a friend who's done grading comics before take a look at that box of Silver Age stuff with me, so that we can pull out the stuff that worth getting graded. The stuff that could potentially be the better condition things. And he knows a guy who does pressing. So we may get some of them pressed before we send them off. And that may make a difference in the long run. I did not do that with these simply because it was kind of an experiment. Let's see what they are. Let's see what they come back as. And, we'll go from there. You know what's so funny? You know what a 3.5 is listed as? Very good.
Yeah.
Actually, a 4.0 is also very good. Oh, actually, no. A 3.5 is very good minus. A 4.0 is very good. Fine. Very fine. Near mint.
Rick wants to know how much for modern stuff graded and through who.
CGC does it. It's modern stuff is $25 a pop. That's before shipping. You can add priority or speedy, whatever, and it's supposed to cut the time down. I think the regular time is like 200 days, and you can cut it down to 20 days if you pay an extra $15. So for a modern book to be graded, if you want it fast, it would cost you about $40 a copy. The stuff that's prior to 1975, it's $35 a book plus $15 for speedy. And so If the book's not worth $35, don't send it. And honestly, I didn't know what they would be worth condition wise, simply because I'm not up on all that. I can't look at a book and say, oh, this is an 8.3 or an 8.5, until you send it in and find out. That's how you learn.
Well,
That's how you know.
the scaling was a little bit different before this service was
Oh,
around.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
If you looked at the book and it was in one piece and it was that old, it's like, oh, this looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rick says, because I thought about grading a couple copies of Canadian Shield #1. Oh, absolutely. I would do it just to have a copy graded, Also, because CGC, when they grade stuff, they have a census on their website where they keep track of all the graded stuff, and so you can go and look and see how many of a certain book has been graded, how many are graded out there at that price or at that grade, and you could have Canadian Shield #1 added to their directory. So I wonder if somebody's already gotten it graded. To be honest with you, we should check into that.
Look it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Let me share the screen with you. All right. Canadian Shield #1. Search. Nope, nobody's graded Canadian Shield #1. You'd be the first. So do it just for that purpose,
Yeah.
I'll look up that Detective Comics #288. Just curious to see how many others are out there. There's probably a whole crap load. Or maybe not. Okay, look here. All right, so this is that Batman Detective Comics #288 that I had graded. There's 63 under the universal grade that's been done. Mine was a 4.0, so there's actually 2 of those out there. There's 2, 3, 4, 5 in worse grade out there. So 5 other people wasted their money, just like me. But it's pretty sparse. I mean, the most is like right here in the middle. You got 8 and 7, 8.5, 8.0. So, there's not a lot of people with this book graded.
Wow.
Yeah. But, all right, let me check another one. Let me do. I'm just curious. What about that Sugar and Spike? You got to be careful knocking these things around. Sugar and Spike #33. I'm betting there's not a lot of those graded. Yeah, there's only 4 of them graded. Huh, that's crazy. They don't have my 3.5 listed in here. The other grades are 6.5, 7.0, 8.0, and 8.5. So there's an 8.5 out there somewhere. Oh, shoot. You know what? That doesn't help. I actually looked at this grading. Hold on a second. Guys, I can't believe I did that. It opened up a... So here's the actual screen that I was looking at. The Sugar and Spike, there's only 4 of them out there that are actually graded, which actually is kind of cool, but...
CGC.
Yep, CGC.
I want to know what this Marshall Rogers issue of Detective Comics 481 goes for.
Oh.
Because I want a good copy of it. I have a beat up, bad copy. I need to get some more of his books, dude, because he did some awesome stuff with Batman.
481, huh? Oh, a lot of people have. There's 15 copies at a 9.4.
Oh wow.
Wow. There's 2 at a 9.8. The lowest grade is a 6.0. But you know what? Let me look and see. I can actually go and check. You said Detective Comics 481.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what that sucker's valued at. Oh, don't you love getting an ad for
Yeah.
StreamYards while you're StreamYarding? So a near mint 9.4 ungraded is $26. So graded is $52. So the majority of people out there that have it graded at a 9.4, it's a $50 book.
Dude, look at how much that was the gem mint. If you've got it gem mint.
Yeah, but there's nobody that has that.
There's somebody out
$312.
there that has one and it's just not graded.
Well, the highest grade that they have is 9.8.
Yeah.
And a 9.8 is about 104 bucks.
I guarantee you there's somebody out there that has one. It's just not graded. It's in their collection. They've had it since early 80s, late 70s, whenever it came out.
You know what's so funny is this listing of how much of a book is valued at is really just a suggestion.
Yes.
You know, it's just an idea of what it might be valued at, when in truth, you know, it's a comic book is valued at what somebody's willing to pay for it,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And why all of these are $1,000 a piece.
Whoa. Comic art fans. Somebody has one of his pages for sale.
Ooh.
I think they went. For sale status sold. I think it sold for a couple $100,000.
Yeah, Rick says, guess most people are smarter than you and didn't get them graded. He says, just as I said. Yeah, probably. But you know what? What's the fun in having an old book, you know, and just sitting on it and doing nothing with it? So I got it graded, and we'll see what happens. But we will see what happens. They send them to you in these nice little these thick plastic sleeves. That's really nice of them. And little pieces of cardboard and so forth. So, jeez. Do they, let's see. Yep, this is my receipt form. Okay. Well, actually, what's so funny is there was actually a 5th book that I was going to get graded, but the cover wasn't smooth. It was kind of wrinkly a little bit. So I said, let me hold off. Maybe I'll have it pressed, see if at this point, I'm not going to get it graded, because if it comes back anywhere near these grades, and like I said, the book was from the same collection, so most likely it's going to come back close to that same grade, it's not worth getting it graded. So, because I think that one was only $100 book. It was the Avengers Annual, in which Vision and Wanda got married, and I think it was only valued a 9.4 ungraded at $100. So, yeah, I think maybe I saved money by not getting that one graded. I may still have my friend's guy get it pressed, because then I could sell it, you know, put 20-25 bucks on it, no big deal. And if somebody wants to grade it, they can. But once it's graded, the price is kind of solidified. But oh well. Oh, so that was cool. So what's going on? What's happening? What you working on?
Nothing.
Nothing? Nothing, honey?
No, not working on anything.
Okay.
Nobody has anything ready.
Bastards.
I'm sitting around waiting on people. Nobody has anything ready.
Hey, what happened with the one image that you were doing? The one where the guy was riding the tiger?
Oh yeah, that's done.
Okay.
Uh,
Was he going to ask you for more, or do you know?
I don't know. I
Okay.
probably wouldn't do it right now anyway.
Well, that was an awesome looking piece. So.
And the finished version's not that great
Oh,
because
really?
I had to mess with it and like change the face because he didn't want it to be so much like a tiger. I had to keep changing it, and it's not that good now.
Nah.
It's like you should change.
You should change the whole story.
Yeah, you should change that to a tiger. It would be cooler.
You should base your story on Avery's character design.
Yeah.
Not totally. The other way around.
Absolutely.
Isn't that the way it's supposed to work? I do a drawing, and then you create the story based on my drawing, not the other way around.
Absolutely.
Like, bitch, do it my way. Oh, Cross says the fun is having it. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. You know, I thought about getting like a copy of Hero graded.
Mm-hmm. Do they grade graphic novels?
I don't know if they do or not. Yeah.
That'd be a pretty thick case.
Well, I know they grade magazines. And the original print size was supposed to be 8.5 by 11, which is like magazine size. So I'm sure they have a case big enough for it, but I'm not sure if they have one thick enough, because both Hero books are 150, 200 pages. So, yeah, I may still end up doing it one day, but oh well. Oh, let me just check real quick, see if there's any interesting thing on the hot list. Oh, I went to the comic book store today, and there was one book I thought about getting, but the comic book store that I go to, the chain store that I go to, they have a stamp card program where if you spend $10, you get a stamp. And so usually when I go, if I'm going to buy something, I'm going to buy at least $10 worth, so I get a stamp. And they had a comic that I was interested in, which was $3.99. The idea of spending $3.99 for a comic just kills me. And then I thought, okay, let me grab a bag of bags, because I can always use bags, and they're like $7 for 100. So I said the two together would be over $10, no problem. And then I went to go look at the bags, and all they had was either Golden Age or current size. They didn't have the Silver Age, which is the little bit larger bag, which is the one I prefer. I hate those stupid current bags because you put a comic in and it ends up being really, really tight.
You know what? $3.99. It's not $3.99 bothers me for a comic, because I was paying close to that for comics anyway years ago, because I started buying a lot of independent comics, and they costed more. They were $3.50 sometimes.
Yeah.
It's just you're paying that much for a comic for people that aren't being paid well from a major corporation.
Yeah,
so I'd just rather give somebody $25 for
an independent book,
an independent prestige format book.
Yep.
That way it's like, hey, I know he's making money.
Yep.
Because at $25 you can pay for printing, even on demand printing, and get your book out there.
Well, there's a couple new books on the hot list, the watch list.
Okay.
Let's see what we've got going on. Secret Wars #1.
I went to Ollie's, and they had new stuff.
Yeah.
But it was trash, dude. It was a lot of stuff from their last few years.
Now, trash as in trash books, or trashed as in damaged?
A little bit of both, but
okay.
Trash. All the good stuff I'd been seeing up there was all gone. And anything that could be kind of cool, it was such a late volume in the series. Like if you've never read Preacher, do you really want to start with number 5?
Yeah.
If you've never read Sandman, do you really want to start with volume 10?
Right.
Because I was there to look for stuff to get for Dusty.
Yeah.
And I saw nothing that was a good starting point.
I got to go check out my Ollie's. I haven't been there in a
Yeah.
while. I got to go
Like
see what they've
like
got.
if
But
they had that big Uncanny X-Men thing I'd bought, where it was a big chunk of the Jim Lee X-Men,
yep,
I would have bought that and been like, "Hey, Dusty, give me your address. I'm sending you this."
yep, yep.
Or that big Conan I bought that was like that too. I would have bought that because that's got enough of a story to it and a chunk that you can sit there and read it and get a vibe for what's going on. But like volume 10 of Sandman, like, no, that's not where you start anybody.
Right,
The first, like 6 issues. This is 4 to 6 issues of Sandman. And a much later, it's like, that's not where you start.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, this is the first book on the hot list. It is Secret Wars #1 from 2004. This was the Brian Michael Bendis series. It says here it's the first appearance of Lucia von Bardos. And I have no idea who that is, but it's only a $10 book. A 9.4 is a $10 book.
Okay.
I remember this not being that good of a series. I know a lot of people like the art, but that was about it. There wasn't nothing to write home about it.
Carlos Pacheco died.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
It does suck.
Damn.
Yep.
That's really sad. Oh, all right, we'll remember him on Friday. All right, next up, Marvel Boy #1. This is the first appearance of the new Marvel Boy, Novar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a $20 book right now.
See, that baffles me because I remember that coming out and seeing it and going, "Who the fuck cares?"
Oh yeah, no. I remember I had the whole series. I mean it's J.G. Jones art. I mean, it's fantastic art, but
this is way pre SJW problems.
Yes,
But I still didn't give a shit.
Yeah. I wonder what the whole series is valued at. There's a Dynamic Forces alternate cover, 4,000 maids worth $40, and the rest of the issues are just cover price. Nope. I'm sure he's going to be that character is going to be, or potentially going to be in an upcoming movie or TV series. And
sure, or a girl version or a gay version.
Exactly. Next up, Ultimate Fallout #4, the retailer incentive. This is what the hell? This is the Mark Djurjevic connected variant cover, limited 1 in 25. A near mint copy is $2,100. What?
I can't. Who would pay that?
I have no idea. That's not Ultimate Fallout #4. Is that that's not the first appearance of Miles, is it? Well, let's see here. #4. First appearance of Miles Morales as Spider-Man. Yeah, it's a $750 book for just the regular copy, the regular edition.
Uh-huh.
So this is a limited 1 in 25 version, and it's
super rare.
Super rare.
Super rare.
Look at all these different versions they have of this book.
Too many.
Yeah, this is the one that I guess that's the retailer incentive. That's the hot one.
The hot one. The dirty one.
Hell, the second print of this is $140. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I know.
If someone brings you in a big bunch of Detective Comics that happen to be in that era of Marshall Rogers, I want.
Oh, I'll keep an eye out. Next up on the list is Amazing Spider-Man #9. It's the second appearance of Spider-Gwen, cameo appearance of Solus, and the first appearance of Verna's Hounds. This is a $26 book. And okay.
All right.
You know, I really like it when a comic value goes up based on the story, the art, the characters, the creators of the book, not just because some character is seen in the book, But that doesn't happen that often, does it?
Especially when it's characters I think are terrible.
Yeah.
Dude, like one of the books that drove me away from buying comics for a long time was that first appearance of Laura Kinney.
Yeah.
The NYX.
Oh, I know. I know.
I bought that comic because the artist is cool. His art was cool. I went home. I looked through it. It's just like, girl Wolverine. And I just threw the book aside and forgot about it.
Now, you were familiar with her being introduced on the cartoon show, right?
No, I didn't watch that cartoon.
Oh, because she was introduced in the cartoon first and then introduced in the comics.
Never watched that cartoon. What cartoon was it?
It was the X-Men Adventures or something. It was one of the X-Men shows.
I didn't watch that one.
All right, next up is Adam, Legend of the Blue Marvel #1. It's the first appearance of the Blue Marvel and the first appearance of Ant-Man. It's scarce. Holy crap, this is a $400 book. How the hell did that happen? This is one that you used to find in 50-cent bins all the time.
That's a terrible looking character.
It is. Let's see. Oh, wow. Issue number 2 is $55. Issue 3 is $40. Issue 4 is $38. And issue 5 is $35. Holy crap. What the hell happened here? Wow. You know what it probably was? Is they introduced this character, nobody cared and gave a rat's ass about it. Then it gets rumored to be made into a movie or to a TV show, and all of a sudden everybody goes crazy for it.
Yeah. What a terrible looking character.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you the secret about him. All right, next up. Huh? No.
Is he gay?
No.
Oh.
Marvel Superhero Secret Wars #8. This is the first appearance of the Black Spider-Man, or the origin of the black symbiote costume. It wasn't his first appearance. And this is a $360 book. Holy crap.
That's crazy to think of Secret Wars being that valuable.
Yeah, yeah.
But I wish I had them all. I have some of them, but I don't have all of them.
Well, issue 1 is a $55 book.
Whoa.
Oh, wait, there's an error version?
Too bad mine are all messed up like reader copies.
Yeah, issue number 1, there was an error copy, a blue and white Galacticus printed error variant. It's a $100 book. Issue 2 is a $20 book. Issue 3 is $50. Wow, holy crap. I didn't realize they were worth that much, but hey.
Yeah, well, they weren't when we were kids.
Yeah, I know. I know I had one of these somewhere in the store. I wonder which one it is. It's probably already gone. I have some investors that come in every now and then. They're always looking for cheap stuff.
Yeah.
Cheap asses. Wonder Man #1. This is definitely a 50-cent book. First ongoing series. Valued, it's $15. You got to be kidding me. Nobody's paying that.
It's thing is though, it's now this era's books time.
Yeah,
finally. Yeah. They're finally coming into their time. So a lot of these books are going to be worth $15, $20, $10, like 10 to $50 for a lot of comics that used to be common.
Yeah, yeah.
Because now's their era.
Now this is interesting. This is Wolverine #2 from the original limited series, the Frank Miller series. Issue #2 was the first appearance of Yukio. And it is currently valued at a 9.4 as a $50 book. Not a very great, simple cover.
Yeah, it's fantastic. That was a fantastic series. I have a trade. I don't have the issues.
I think I had issue 2 at one point. I know I don't have it anymore.
Yeah.
I had like 2 or 3 of those issues, but not
I may
all.
have a reader copy somewhere of one of the issues. It's not valuable because it's beat up. Like I probably picked one up from you, I think. Like it's pretty beat up. But that's fine. That's the reason I have it, is a reader. This is the same with my Born Again. The few Born Again originals I have, they're reader copies.
Yeah.
Not that I wouldn't mind having really nice copies of those. I would like it.
Next up is the Wonder Man. I think this was just a one-shot from 1986. It's currently a $15 book with a Crazy Uncle Bill cover.
Yeah.
It's got a nice cover.
Dude, I used to love those covers he did like that, man. Like the drawing with the little bit of airbrushing for the color.
Yep.
Some color pencil.
Stuff was amazing. He was definitely crazy back in the day. And then the rest of the stuff we already seen before.
He's always been an absolutely brilliant artist.
Oh, yeah.
It's the thing is, though, is he doesn't realize that's also what makes him a lunatic. Well, that's...
Yeah.
It's true. There's a price for creative brilliance, and it's usually sanity. People who are truly genius, creative, everything else, they're out of their mind. They can't help it.
Yep. No, there's been a lot of incredible artists out there who are cuckoo.
Yeah. It comes with the territory. There's a price to be paid for that level of brilliance, and it's insanity. it's the ability for calm, critical thinking, rational thought, because you're not to see the world that way and interpret the world through that lens. You can't look at it in a cold, rational manner.
Yeah.
You're just not capable of it.
I guess that says a lot about me that I'm sane, you know?
Yeah. Because you're not very good.
Yeah, I know. Fuck you. All right, fine. We're done. I'm done talking to you. We're done.
Mean it.
That's all right. I knew exactly where you were going. All right, Rick, thanks so much for coming in, man. I appreciate you checking out. He's not here anymore. He left a while ago. He probably moved on to bigger and better things. I checked out Todd's stream to see what he was talking about. He had some guys on there, and I'm like, none of it's what I'm interested in. So I was originally not going to stream because he's streaming, but we're not talking about any of the. We're not. I'm not pulling anybody from his stream. He's not pulling anybody from mine.
No.
Yeah. I wish them all good luck. Sure. And on that note, everybody that lives in Florida, please be careful. We got a storm coming. It's probably not going to be a major storm. Not worried about it, but there's a very good chance it's going to knock out power for a while, and we'll deal with that when it happens. All right, everybody. Good night. Enjoy, and we'll see you. What are we doing? Lore games tomorrow night over on Clever Era. For anybody interested, check out Lore Games, and we will spoil comics for you utterly.
Lore.
That's right. All right. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.